right, guys, welcome back. And today, what we have is another video for the journey. Listen, guys, I've seen the ads, you've seen the ads, your mom has seen the ads, everyone and their mother has seen the ads. Cybersecurity, go ahead and enroll now. There's quick programs where you can go ahead and train with cybersecurity professionals. And in 9 months, you will get straight into the industry. Sign up now, right? Or these other ones that coding boot camp. We're gonna go ahead and make you a master boot camp coder in the next 9 months. Sign up now, right? And I think we've all seen that, guys. And I think we've all. I don't want to say we fall in trap to that because I do honestly, I do believe there is value in that. I've tried some of them. Okay, if you follow my journey, you guys seen that I've tried some of them. I've given my opinion on some of them. However, guys, we need a reality check, and the reason why I say we need a reality check is because I don't want people thinking that you can get a certification and that all of a sudden you are entitled to a job. At the end of the day, you are entitled to nothing. You work for what you got, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reality. And how do I know? Because I literally, I kind of fell victim to that. I fell a victim to that mentality of, hey, I just got to get this certification and I'm golden, and this certification is going to go ahead and open so much doors. And honestly, it has opened up doors, but guys, I didn't have enough teeth, so to speak, to go ahead and how do I say this? To 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 basically get a job. I learned some new things. I'm learning new things. I learned how networks work. I have a better grasp of how networks work. I went ahead. I put up some videos on YouTube. I went ahead and I started doing the schematics on networks. If you were to compare me now from 6 months, I learned so much. I learned so much, and I'm continuing to learn, and I'm starting to question what I learned, and I'm learning the things that I learned before in a deeper level, and I am completely grateful for that. At the end of the day, though, the point was to go ahead and get a job. And why do I say welcome to reality? And what is the purpose of this video? The purpose of this video is to go ahead and, believe it or not, is it's almost like a pep talk. It honestly really truly is. And we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the articles out in the job market. I already gave you guys an experience of what I've gone through. And we'll just go ahead and we'll make that video because part of this YouTube channel is to document the journey. Guys, I literally went ahead. I was, put it this way, this is the best analogy I can give you. Okay. I was literally in the middle of the ocean going one direction, and out of nowhere, we woke up and said, hey, we're turning this whole thing around. We have this big major ship, okay, that has all this inertia going towards one direction, and we just went ahead and said, hey, we got to change course. And things like that, guys, it takes time. It takes time. We've done some great things, we want to do more things, but in reality, if you are in that position where you're just like, hey, I'm thinking about changing careers, and I think that literally this one certification is going to go ahead and change everything, it might. You might get luckier than me. You might have better connections, or you might have a better network. But I just want to let you guys know that you're gonna need more, and that's something that I'm looking at right now. Okay, and that's why I say welcome to reality. And the reason why I tell you this is so you can mentally prepare yourself, so you can go ahead, and we're going to talk about it later on. But so you can mentally prepare yourself, so you can go ahead and realize, hey, you know what? This isn't a Disneyland movie. This is real life, and this is what we're going to go ahead and talk about. This is not to discourage you. This is to encourage you to just realize, hey, this is what we're going ahead and we're up against. Okay, so that's why I put this as welcome to reality. And check this out, guys. I've honestly been receiving a ton of these. Okay, so thank you for your application, dear so and so. Thank you for applying for IT support specialist one position at TechMD. After review of your application, we want to inform you that we are unable to move forward with your candidacy at this time. We do appreciate you taking time to apply. We encourage you, so on and so forth. Okay, guys, look at this right here. You got to get used to this. This, guys, is water off a duck's back. This is okay. Thank you. On to the next. I'll come back and I'll apply in 6 months, 3 months. Okay. So get used to seeing this. Has all this I have already seen, and it's literally a water off a duck's back. Okay. So once again, and the funny thing is this, guys, this is entry level. This is IT support specialist one. This isn't like hey, we need a senior administrative engineer. This is basically literally picking up the phone, telling people, did you try turning off your computer, and did you try turning it back on? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you for your help. Or, hey, my document isn't printing. Okay, let's go ahead and unplug the printer and plug the printer back. Oh goodness, it's working. Okay, because I've had some experience with this, and guys, this right here, this is simple. Okay, IT support specialist one, you're dealing with people with regards to going ahead and trying to solve their issues, and you basically have to talk to them in layman's terms and whatnot. But big and mind you, guys, I got my CCNA. I'm on my way to the CompTIA Security Plus. This is something as, hey, we're going to go ahead and do some updates, or hey, let's go ahead and do a malware scan, things of this nature. Like, hey, I can't log in, can you reset my password, kind of thing. This stuff is easy, right? And even then, because I don't necessarily have 3, 4, 5 years of experience, right, it's it makes it harder. And we're going to go ahead and talk about the article of literally the reality of what we're up against. Okay, but like I said, this water off a duck's back. I'm just going to continue to learn. I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to go ahead, build my own labs. I'm going to go ahead and build my own networks. That way I can go ahead and improve upon what I'm learning, and not only improve upon what I'm learning, but actually apply it. Okay. So just keep this in mind. Let's go on to the next one, which was brings us to word of the day. All right, guys, word of the day. Let's see what it is. And this is resilient. Okay, resilient, able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. Guys, I need you guys to be resilient. Okay, resilient, you have to have a resilient mindset. Okay, resilient mindset. That's literally the only thing that has pushed the human population forward. Okay, that's literally what has pushed humanity forward. It's individuals who are resilient. It's individuals who are willing to take 1,000 no's just to get that one yes. Okay, imagine if our forefathers were literally in the middle of the cave and they just said, hey, you know what, it's too cold, I'm just gonna roll over and die. Where would we be? Okay, there's something within the human nature. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you are human, there is something within our nature that goes ahead and has the resiliency to endure, to continue to move forward. And I need you guys to harness that within in any endeavor in which you come across, whether it be your career, whether it be your hobbies, whether it be family, whether it be friends, being able to be resilient. Okay, resilient, that is the word of the day. So let's go ahead and continue forward. And this right here, guys, I like memes. Okay, so I got this meme right here. My level 1 player on my first mission. Okay, this is us right here, guys. Okay, like I'm not gonna say, hey, I'm a level something. No, no, no. Like I'm gonna accept it. Be able to know exactly where you are, and being honest with yourself is a critical component to going ahead and moving forward. Okay, I am right here. This is me right here, guys. Okay, you guys might be over here, all right, but I know, hey, this is where I am. This is my starting block. I'm at level 1, and I'm trying to get to over here, right? Versus my level 100 player right here. Okay, this is where I want to get to be, but this is where I am right now. Okay, and we have to be honest with ourselves, and we also have to realize exactly what we need to do. We need to go ahead and study the market. We need to learn what's good, what's bad, what we should keep, what we should keep doing, what we should stop, what we should stop doing. Okay. And that way we can go ahead and basically evolve. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to talk about this right here. We got something new, guys. we got something new. I want to go ahead and grow this community. As you guys can see right here, entry level IT. Hey, 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 we're getting some new subscribers, guys. We started off with zero. You know, we started off with zero subscribers, zero videos, and we're moving, but we got to go ahead and continue to move forward. And this is one of the new things that I got going on for us, guys, is our community here. So if you can go ahead, check this out. And basically, it's as simple as this. Okay, so if we check this out right here, what is the major difference between an IPS and an IDS? Nothing, they're pretty much the same. IDS takes action while IPS just logs and alerts. IPS takes action while IDS just logs and alerts. I like unicorns. Okay. The next one is, do you really need an IPS or an IDS if you have a firewall? Yes, no, maybe. So I want to go ahead and start putting out questions, and this is a really cool feature from YouTube. So YouTube, I mean, this is really nice. I really do like this, and like I said, I do really want to get the community more involved. So basically, we can have our own community, and we can go ahead and have a community of cybersecurity professionals helping each other out, whatnot, learning from each other. I don't think one person can learn every single thing on every single topic. I do believe in having a strong team, and I do want to go ahead and collaborate and work within a team. So community, if you guys are interested, if you guys have questions, like I said, iron sharpens iron. I am a big believer in that. So going ahead and making sure, plus nonetheless, even if you don't want to be part of the community, but you just want to go ahead and basically, hey, I want to test some of my knowledge, or hey, I want to make sure that I know some of this information. Yeah, go ahead, check this out. I mean, we only got two questions right now, but hey, one question every single day. By the end of the year, we'll have 365 questions, if not more. So just go ahead, keep an eye out for this, and we'll go ahead and leave it there. And this actually brings us to the last thing with our article, guys. Our article. This article was literally written yesterday. Okay, so this is brand new, guys. And remember when I had the beginning of the presentation, I said, welcome to reality. Okay, and remember I said, hey, I'm level 1 SpongeBob on my journey to try to get to level 100 SpongeBob. Check this out. Tech job market remains in flux as layoffs continue and experienced workers struggle to get hired. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Okay. Experienced workers are having a hard time getting hired. Imagine us, okay? The whole name of the channel is called Entry Level IT. Imagine us who don't have 10 years of experience, okay? Trying to go ahead and get hired. A lot of the employers right now, they are, and I'm going to be honest with you, they are in the position of power. I mean, they were already in the position of power because they basically can go ahead and decide, and they're gatekeepers and decide, hey, you get a job or you don't get a job, or hey, you get a job, you don't get a job. That's a big, big, big position of power. Okay. But now, because of the way the market is, they not only have it's a double-edged sword. Okay. And this right here, you really got to study markets to realize exactly what's going on. One, okay, I don't know about you, but if you go to McDonald's, it's basically $20 for a Big Mac, fries, and a Coke, and that's just lunch, and that's just for one person. Okay, so money supply, is not looking so good. Okay, and the economy is not looking so good. They can say whatever they want to say. I can't say I know everything, but I've studied a few people, Robert Kiyosaki, what would be Peter Schiff, um, Lane Alden, going ahead and looking at economists, and they're kind of like Ray Dalio. I mean, he was talking about how basically, hey, there's a 50% chance of World War III. Hey, you mean to tell me that, if I flip a coin, right, that's the probability of World War III? So realize that there's a lot of things going on in the market right now. And right now, businesses are playing it safe. Okay. Businesses are playing it safe, and they're just like, hey, Hiring freeze, right? We got to go ahead, make sure that we can save up as much capital as we need. So when things go on sale, the big business, the big corporations, they buy stuff on the cheap. Okay. And then honestly, is it right? Is it wrong? That's neither here nor there. That's just what they're doing. That's the name of the game, right? Buy low, sell high. The name of the game has always been the same. So with this right here, guys, um, with this right here, this article, check this out, okay? And this is a story, and this is a story with regards to Jenny. Okay, so Jenny Richards, after she was laid off in September, guys, this is September 2023. Jenny Richards did not expect to spend more than 6 months trying to find her next job. She had worked in product management roles at Seattle tech companies like Expedia, uh, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Tableau, Microsoft, and Accenture. Her most recent gig was at a startup developing recruiting software, so she knew the intricacies of tech hiring. Guys, this right here, like, just look at the irony of this, okay? Just honestly look at the irony of this just simple paragraph. She was developing software to recruit individuals, yet she doesn't have a job, and she's struggling to find a job. Okay. I mean, if that's not funny, I don't know what is. Obviously it's not funny because people need jobs and whatnot. But just look at the overall picture. Okay. Just look at the overall picture. But after applying to hundreds of jobs with many internal referrals, nothing stuck. She was on the verge of losing unemployment benefits. Finally, she made it to the final round of the interview process, but then was abandoned with no explanation. I couldn't get a job, Richard says. I couldn't get anybody to call. Nothing. Her experience is not unique. Okay. And basically this article does go on to say a lot of people are experiencing this, and this is nothing new for this particular job market right now. But I just want to look at this, guys. She had experience at some of the major corporations, Expedia, Microsoft. Okay. Those are heavy hitters. Okay. Those are heavy hitters. We don't have that experience. I don't know if you do, so like I said, job market right now is crazy. Employers are in a position of power to go ahead because they have so much influx of applications. They can literally pick the cream of the crop. And when we look at reality, guys, we are technically not the cream of the crop, and we can live with that because we're not the cream of the crop today, but we're working on it. Okay, we're working on it. We got to stay resilient. Okay, so just look at this, and the reason why I make this video, guys, is because you don't start saving grain in the winter. Okay? You don't start saving grain in the winter. You start saving grain in the summer and fall and prepare for the winter. We still haven't even really hit what I think is going to go ahead and be perhaps one of the greatest opportunities that we will go ahead and see. And what do I think is the greatest opportunities? They have it here. Okay. Uh, Artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and cybersecurity. Okay. Here's the thing, guys. And I said it before in my previous videos. I think AI is overhyped. There's something about the human brain that you either go all the way to the right or all the way to the left, all the way to the right or all the way to the left. Okay. And when it comes to artificial intelligence, it's here. I think it's going to be here to stay. I do believe that it's going to, I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I do think that it's going to be, I'm going to liken it to what basically would be electric cars. Okay. That's what I think it's going to be. Is it here? Yes. Does it work? Yes. Is it the best thing? Is it better than sliced bread? Perhaps not. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because I've seen it time and time again. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I would need to go ahead and save this video for what would be 10 years from now and look back at it. But I think artificial intelligence, a lot of people are going to think of it. I think it's going to take the same road as electric cars. And funny thing, There was the CEO of Hertz who went ahead and actually let me go ahead and look at this here. CEO of Hertz, electric cars, electric cars. I think he had to resign. Here we go. I think he had to resign because he made this huge 404. That's not good. Let's go ahead. Uh latest twist. Let's see. Failed gamble on electric vehicles. Okay. Failed gamble. Here we go. Let's go. Tech spot. Okay. Failed gamble on electric vehicles has cost Hertz CEO his job. Okay. Guys, and I think if I was reading this correctly, Stefan sure guys, this guy wasn't just some this guy was in I think he was in the corporate world for 20, 30 years. Okay, so this isn't just a smuck off the street, so to speak. This is a guy who's been like literally in finance for literally as long as I've been alive, you know? Um from his position in car rental company following a 348 million loss last quarter. Okay, and here's the thing. When it comes to artificial intelligence, I honestly think it's going to take the same. It's going to take the same or a similar path to that of electric cars, where everyone's going to go ahead and flock to it, and they think it's the world's greatest thing, and then it kind of just fizzles out. Okay. Do I think that we can definitely make some money off of this? Yeah, you could because it's a new technology. Do I think that we should ignore it completely? No, I don't think we should ignore it completely. Do I think it's overhyped? Yeah. Do I think that if you learn artificial intelligence and a language and you can go ahead and manipulate it to how you want it to work for your particular organization and or perhaps your own business? Yeah, of course, that's what technology is all about, right? Cloud computing. We talked about cloud computing. AWS is basically owns a lot of the market share for cloud computing and cybersecurity. I honestly think, guys, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I've seen this. I think this is what the issue is when it comes to cybersecurity. And once again, I'm being honest, being myself, being genuine, giving you my own personal opinion, and take it as a grain of salt. So everything that I say, don't take it as gospel, so to speak. Take it as a grain of salt. Think about it. Do your own research. Okay, and doing your own research is not dangerous. You are the captain of your own ship, and you are responsible for your own life. Okay, so we talked. I gave you my opinion on artificial intelligence, cloud computing, that I kind of talked about before, guys, where cloud computing, how do I say this? It's here. It's probably here to stay. However, I think that depending on the organization, some organizations are going to be like, no, we don't want to put our stuff out in the cloud. We want to have everything in house. Okay. So I think there is going to be that divide between, and there is hybrids, but cloud computing, when it comes to cloud computing, I think automation, going ahead and having the ability to automize things, would probably be a heck of a skill to have, especially around this topic. And lastly, cybersecurity. And here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing when it comes to cybersecurity. And this is what I've seen time and time again, and I feel confident saying this. They're telling us that there is a gap and that they need a lot of cybersecurity professionals out in the field and that there's a shortage. That you have heard time and time again. Okay. However, the gap, and there's a reason there's a gap. There's people that need to have a higher level, okay, of cybersecurity, which I can confidently say I don't have at this point in time. I'm taking CompTIA Security Plus, and CompTIA Security Plus, guys, honestly, the more I study it and the more I look into it, it is base. I can see why they call it entry level, because it's basically learning definitions, learning concepts, learning um, the framework. and it's foundational. But I mean, just look at my videos. My videos have very few labs. Okay, very few labs. Like, there's a difference between saying, "Oh yeah, we're experiencing a DDoS attack on Office 3, on router 2. Let's go ahead and here's the word, fix it." Okay, there's one thing to figure out. There's one thing being able to describe things, and there's another thing actually being able to fix things. Okay, like, and I always go back to this car analogy. It's like saying, "Hey, there's something wrong with my engine." Okay, and there's one thing of saying, "Oh, okay, you got your engine, you got your intake manifold, you got your exhaust manifold. That right there looks like the spark plugs. That right there looks like the chain. That's your serpentine belt. Those right there are your cables." Okay, there's one thing to be able to go ahead and pinpoint things, and then there's another thing to be actually able to go ahead and start ratcheting on things so you can actually fix it. And I think that the gap, while I think CompTIA Security Plus is a great stepping stone, starting stone, level one SpongeBob, we definitely, when I look at this, we definitely need a hell of a lot more work. And honestly, I feel pretty happy, because I wake up every morning and I have a purpose, have a purpose to go ahead, learn, grow, and evolve, and look at this topic and then study this topic, be able to go ahead and have a community on YouTube and give my opinion, let people know, hey, I learned this. Hey, when I was studying, try to do this, try not to do this, so on and so forth. But nonetheless, guys, think of this as a reality check, but encourage yourself, right? Build that resiliency. Know that this is going to be a marathon. It's not going to be a sprint. And it's just every day you got to just keep working at it, 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 working at it. And there's nothing wrong with taking a little break. We all need a little break every now and then. But just keep in mind that this is going to be a marathon, and prepare yourself accordingly. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's part of the journey. It is, what is it? It is March 21st, 2024, and um, we're doing good. We feel pretty good. Just go ahead. Remember what I said, guys. Um, Go ahead and look into the YouTube community, because we do have some questions. I do want to go ahead upload those. Make sure that you uh, post any questions that you have. I'm here to help. I'm here to learn. I did see some people post some questions on some of the hard drives, which I really like. And once again, don't be afraid to go ahead and call me out, guys. If you think I said something wrong, I'm a simple man. I got simple taste. If you and I got thick skin. Okay, so if you see something that I might have misspoke, or if you see something that you don't think is right, or if you think that something is incorrect, I'm here to learn, just like you. I'm here to learn, and I'm just documenting my journey. And I honestly, highly recommend that you do the same thing, guys. Especially if you are trying to get into a field, whatever field. If you are trying to get into a field that you've never done before, that you have no experience in, go start a YouTube channel. Go get on Instagram. Go get on LinkedIn. I've been ignoring LinkedIn. YouTube is one of the things that I just kind of gravitate towards because I really like, but go ahead, get out there, put yourself out there, you know. Um, but other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one.